What's going on, YouTube? You already know who the fuck it is. SoIxyReacts. Even though I've been gone, I've still been keeping an eye, I've been keeping my ear to the streets. What we finna react to today is pretty old, but it's something that I seen like a while ago and may be triggering. Aisha Curry. And I respect Curry 100%. He comes off as a very genuine guy. From what I see, he's a good father, good husband. He got bread. I'm on the outside looking in, so I don't know. But at the same time, from what I do know, nah, bro, my nigga don't deserve this kind of treash activity and treason against him. Uh, Fuck it. We just finna get right into it. Without further ado, let's go.
My husband really loves my feet.
Oh, I love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like, that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet.
Okay, right there. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong, especially if they're, like, pretty, you know what I'm saying? Because there's definitely a such thing as having pretty and then hideous fucking troll feet. I don't really see what the point of saying that was. But this is the thing that this is the thing that really caught my fucking ear. Right. She says he asks for nudes and you send him your feet. If I ask for nudes, bitch, I'm trying to see titties. I'm trying to see ass, bent over, arched back, coochie and booty hole in the camera. You know what I'm saying? We all know what real nudes are. We're grown ass men, grown ass women. But let's continue.
I have 0.
Oh wow, and this here, because we all know the Jada and Will entanglement, she called it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't even gonna go into that shit, but it's just like, wow. Look at this cornball sitting here with this. Like, this is not the best crowd to be around if you're Aisha Curry. If you want to change your ways and do better and da-da-da-da-da so you could be a better woman for him, this is not the crowd you need to be around. This is not the type of people to be sitting at a table talking about your, you know what I'm saying, relationships with. This is not, no. Proceed.
So this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking.
And yet one of the titles you did.
As a wife, you're worried about the male attention you're getting or not getting. This is shit I'm talking about, bro. Why in the fuck, as a wife, why are you worried about outside validation? Why are you worried about outside attention? You want people to lust over you? I mean, if it happens, it happens. But why would you want that? Knowing you're in a whole goddamn relationship, knowing what kind of tension and trauma that could bring to a relationship. And then we all know, Aisha, you're the type to probably go and indulge and entertain that shit and then act like it ain't what it is. No. Nah. Proceed.
Say is NBA wife.
yeah, no, I don't think.
That's not really a title in your
It's
view.
not. No, I don't think I'll ever call myself that because I feel like. I mean, I don't think my husband would call himself chef's wife.
Favorite physical feature? My feet.
Yes. You asked the question.
You're such a weirdo.
That can get real.
He knows what type of woman he's dealing with. What type of girl? Nah, because a woman is a different. Now, I'm not going to give her that much credit, bro. I'm sorry. A woman has a stature, a fucking certain level of intelligence and maturity about herself. These are girls. These are little ass girls. Bro says the greatest physical feature. It ain't your looks. It ain't your hair. It ain't your ass or your raggedy ass cooch. It ain't. It's your feet of all things. You know what I'm saying? It's usually, oh, your eyes, or oh, I love your smile, or or you're just so beautiful, your face card, you know the fuck I'm saying? This nigga says your feet. If I was a woman and a nigga told me the best thing about you is your feet, I wouldn't necessarily be mad, but I wouldn't be happy either.
Don't ever think for 1 minute that it ain't some men out there looking at you like, I wish. Honestly. And I'm gonna tell you who knows that more.
Yeah, bro, Jada ain't the person to be around.
She was the one woman in the NBA spotlight who made even Steph Curry's wife raise an eyebrow. Meet Angeli, the daughter of the Sacramento Kings owner. During the 2014 NBA draft, her beauty turned heads across the world, but she wasn't focused on her family's team. Her eyes were only on Steph Curry. By 2015, she was flying regularly to watch his games in San Francisco. Her crush was no secret. She even asked her father to trade for Steph. Instead, he brought in Seth Curry. In 2017, when Durant misread her courtside cheers and approached her, she coldly rejected him. When Steph learned of it, he praised her charm, but firmly stated his love belongs to Aisha, a true display of loyalty that made fans admire him even more.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's that shit I'm talking about. Come on, bro. A very, very, very beautiful, a very, very, very attractive woman hawking my nigga down for years. Coming to all the games, probably showing more support than his actual own wife was, which is diabolical in its own right. But you know the fuck I'm saying? He had the opportunity to smack. She has her own value to herself. She's not someone talking about, oh, I am the table. I bring me to the table. I am the table. No, nigga, she can actually contribute. And what does my boy do? What does my boy do? Nah, I'm cool, sweetheart. I'm cool, my heart. I got my little y'all meaner. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. I respect that, and you know I'm very flattered, but yeah, I mean, little situation over here. Maybe if I met you first, you know that's how niggas gotta. Maybe if I met you first, it'd be different. But I'm already in my little y'all meaner. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Appreciate you, love for you, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. That's a real nigga. That's a good man.
So throughout my time on Earth, I've gotten to see some of the greatest athletes ever. And sometimes a single individual comes around and changes the game altogether. Someone comes in and dominates in such a way that has you contemplating self-deletion as you hear this against your team.
Hurry! Way downtown! Bang! Bang!
Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I hate to say it, but he, Kevin Durant, and the Golden State Warriors are the sole reason I checked out on the NBA back in around 2018. That is simply how dominant they were. And I don't know if it's just like a light-skin thing, as if they are required to go through a humiliation ritual to obtain their powers. But I liken Steph to both Patrick Mahomes and Will Smith. We all know that years ago, Patrick's girlfriend at that time, Brittany, was embarrassing him with countless tweets, fan interactions, and videos featuring his worthless brother Jackson.
All those people that doubted us and hated on us and thought we were gonna lose this game, yes, I did!
Now, to be completely fair to her, I feel like she has calmed down with most of that and really distanced herself from the sideshow brother. And as for my guy Will, y'all know his legacy was tarnished because his wife loves to emasculate him every chance she gets.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Still dealing with foolishness? No. No, brother. No, my guy. No. That there is a man trying to keep his composure and protect his peace. That's the shit that I was saying. You got these goofy ass chicken head bitches who sit here and purposely try to antagonize you. You had no reason whatsoever to pull that camera out and start recording, fool. Then what you talking about? You trying to be funny, like you trying to make it seem like he's the aggressor, he the one like just being weird. You just asking a question. Da, da, da. No, nigga, your whole objective was to be fucking weird, and that much is obvious. Then when bro is basically trying to ignore that goofy shit and just simply like what he was saying, what he really was trying to say was leave me alone with that bullshit. But instead, she wants to flip it around and, oh, I'm still dealing with foolishness. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're a goofball. Yeah, nah, bro. She's never been likable to me.
And we have also talked in the past how Steph's wife Ayesha is yet another one of these women who does this exact same thing. I think the downfall really began the night of June 16th, 2016, when LeBron would score 41 points, evening up the NBA Finals at 3 games apiece, before eventually coming back in historic fashion from being down 3-1 to Steph Curry and the Warriors. Following that night, Ayesha would tweet that the NBA was rigged, and that she had just witnessed it with her own 2 eyes. To me, this was the first sign that she was beyond willing to speak her mind, no matter what the cost and how it could affect her husband and his career. Keep in mind, Steph has always kept his head down and his nose clean. Like, I'm talking about absolutely no scandals on or off the court, while also...
Besides all that extra bullshit, on a funny, lighter note, it was some like comedy show, bro, and they was talking about Steph Curry and like how he hooped like a nigga on the court, but as soon as he hit that shot, the white boy come out. This shit here, yeah, definitely the white in him.
Her husband and his career. Keep in mind, Steph has always kept his head down and his nose clean. Like, I'm talking about absolutely no scandals on or off the court, while also pocketing a cool $1 billion along the way. And I feel like when Steph was first going off, really making a name for himself, everyone loved his family. He was bringing out the baby to the press conference. The wife was doing the cooking show. But it was simply not enough for Ayesha, and over time, it's really just gotten more and more embarrassing. First, 6 years ago, we had this clip from the Red Table Talk where relationships go to die. Ayesha went on there with the Sith Lord herself, and also Steph's mother of all people, and she had this to say about yearning for attention from...
You went up there with my nigga's mama? Let's see what this... Bro, please. Please. You gotta be stupid, dumb, and if you're sitting there disrespecting this man in front of his mom, proceed.
Other men. Because there are women out there constantly thirsting over her husband, and she wanted some of that same lust.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then...
Oh, so this was from the clip before when she's... And this nigga, that's his mom. I didn't even realize that. Bro, but that's crazy as fuck. Listen to how stupid this nigga sounds, bro. Oh, bro, pay attention to this shit, nigga. You gotta pay attention. This is the woman's mindset. Women are lusting after my man. So in turn, I want to feel equally yoked, as my nigga Nate Jackson would say. I want to feel equally yoked in the sense that I have A plus B amount of niggas lusting over me. Do you know how stupid that sounds, bro? Nigga, Steph Curry is a motherfucking multi-million NBA all-star, one of the greatest three-point shooters we have ever fucking seen in history. Very high value, good man, good father. Not ugly, no homo. He's not. He cannot control, just like me. Nigga, if I go to the grocery store, I can't control what them hoes looking at. I can't control if they find me attractive or not. Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm in here with mines. Me and mines in here coming to get our groceries to go cook in our house on our stove to put food in our stomachs. Nigga, I'm not worried about you in the slightest. You're lucky if I even look at you. The fuck? This woman just flat out said she's upset or she feels some type of way because in the past 10 years, she ain't been getting no attention for real. Or at least the amount that bro's been getting. Like, bro, nobody even knows you. I, once again, not trying to disrespect my boy, you know, y'all meaner, but it's like, who are you? Why do you feel that, bro? Why do you feel like you're even deserving of so much attention outside of your own relationship? Nigga, you have a good man. He's rich. Bitch, be happy. Like,
I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? Like,
something is wrong with you.
what?
Very,
You're not even.
But I'm gonna tell you
very
something.
wrong
Now,
with
her
you.
saying all that while Curry's mom
Very.
is sitting right next to her is downright insane to me. She even tries to save her by saying, "Oh, you're not looking for that girl. What does it matter?"
Something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking.
And keep
Look
in
at
mind,
his
they did
mother
get
trying
married
to
fairly young, so
redirect
maybe
her.
she did not get to experience all of the things
See,
that
and
she...
this, bro, oh my God. This is how you know the bird brains from the women with actual sense. His mother, obviously on her son's side, she probably hearing this shit like, is this bitch crazy? So she like kind of like trying to just tone her down, like, you're not looking for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking for that. Peep the other bird brain bitches chime in though. You're just not looking. You're just not looking. His mother was trying to say it in the sense as, that's not what you're looking for though. Just like I was saying, like, bitch, I'm in this spot. I'm not looking for y'all hoes' attention. That ain't my prerogative. That ain't my fucking priority. You know what I'm saying? The other hoes is saying, you're just not looking back. You're not looking around to notice them looking at you. You're just not out there enough to realize, oh, the guys want you. That's what them hoes is trying to say. His mother was trying to say, you're not looking for that at all. There's a difference, bro. Peep game. I'm telling you.
She wanted to, but saying that you crave the attention of other men when you're already a mother and a wife for years at that point is strange, and something that she really should have kept to herself or talked about in private. And that is really going to be a running theme in this video. You know, it's not like it's wrong to have feelings because relationships are complicated and they go through various stages. But hey, here comes Jada to give her some advice.
Because I dealt with that for years too, like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
God,
fair.
I mean.
Because I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that, like, someone's looking.
But
That
when
could
your
get
radar's
dangerous.
turned off, right,
That
you're
can get
beautiful.
real
Don't
dangerous.
ever think for
Listen to his mother. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. Anybody with common goddamn sense, anybody with morals, self-respect, and common decency can understand exactly what his mother is trying to say. Looking for some outside attention or even like entertaining that idea could be very traumatic and detrimental to a relationship. Why are you like willingly like bringing that shit on? Like you
that you could
calling for, like you want, like you. Yeah, nah, bro. I respect this man's mother. A very beautiful woman, a very intelligent. You can tell she has a good head on her shoulder. And that just further proves to me that Curry, he's one of us. Good guy, a gent. Seeing how his mother is conducting herself with decency and a certain elegance that these other women around her just are not portraying, just further assures me that Curry himself was raised in that light.
1 minute that it ain't some men out there looking at you like I wish.
Honestly.
And I'm gonna tell you who knows that more than anybody.
Yeah, so Curry's mom
Do you hear this bird brain, chicken head, IQ of a fucking pebble, of a IQ of a sunflower seed? Yes. This is the woman's mindset. Fucking peak game, my nigga. Yes. Why did you get this bitch just had a full-blown orgasm? Why do you get off on knowing? And bro, as men, of course we know how these niggas is looking at you. Of course we know how other men's brains think and move. So when we say, hey, can you not wear that? Can you put on something a little, you know, some niggas don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause if you don't give a fuck, then you know that's just you. And even it ain't even about that. It's like, bitch, if I'm with you, you're a reflection of me. I don't know about you, but I respect myself. No, like, they have no concept or no like perception of morals. They have no, like, men stand on morals. Well, I ain't gonna say all men, cause some niggas I've seen bad. I've seen niggas down bad, bro. But the majority of men stand on morals and respect, and men like think rationally about things most of the time. I said most of the time. Mind you, men can squabble and and dap right after it. All right, bro, we good. Respect it. We got that out the way. Cool. Mm-hmm. Women literally will look at that and be like, oh my God, how can they do that? I've seen it. It's because y'all bitches' brains don't move like ours. They don't think like regular people. And once again, I'm not a red pillist. I'm not like one of those guys, but I'm not gonna lie either, bro. I'm not that. I'm gonna call a fucking spade a spade. There's definitely a handful of selected few that does have common courtesy, does have decency and respect of themselves, does like carry them just like his mother carries themselves with a certain elegance that others just seem to completely lack. Nah. Mm-mm.
Even tells her, like, this is a dangerous line to walk.
But when you're dangerous.
Now, the next instance of embarrassment would occur on yet another daytime talk show, The Real. This clip does go viral time and time again because of what happens after they bring out this old up shirtless dude named Marcel.
Marcel? Marcel?
In what way is that funny? In what way is that a joke? In what way is that attractive? In what way does that show you love and respect your husband and relationship and your children? Another grown ass, half naked man, oiled up, just left Diddy party, just left that nigga house. Come through with a fucking bow tie and a tray of drinks for y'all goofy assholes. And what reality is that like? Now, if a bottle girl came out, bitch from Hooters, titties on 1,000, booty bouncing, nigga, every step, come walking through and carry. Damn, that bitch bad. Hold up.
What? What?
Nigga, what? Stop. You know the picture society would have tried to paint it on my nigga for that? Stop.
Now, the hand gesture there is just absolutely diabolical, and I get that she's like joking, but if the tables turned and Steph was doing the same thing around some cocktail waitress on a podcast, I think that both women and men would think that that shit is pretty wild. And it's funny how it's always another woman on the show who immediately sees what she's doing as crazy and tries to get her to stop. And during this same interview, she would also go on to put Steph's love for feet on display. Yes, I'm serious.
This is gonna turn into a whole other thing, but my husband really loves my feet.
Oh, I love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like, that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet. I don't know if he's happy about that, but that's okay.
And like I said, there is nothing inherently wrong with him beating his meat to feet, but some things are once again better kept private.
All right, girl, now we know something about him. He likes feet, sisters.
He's going to kill me.
And with these latest antics, it's really only gotten worse. As a couple weeks back, Aisha went on the Call Her Daddy podcast to talk about how she has felt discontent with her life as a mother from time to time, and how it's basically hard to deal with her not being the star of the show.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids.
Of course you didn't. We can tell exactly the type of woman you are. You wanted to be a city girl. You wanted to be out there, hot girl summer, popping pooch everywhere. bopping around, exploring your options. I'm not knocking nobody, selling pooch and getting flued out and just bopping around, but bro, you're not high on the value chart.
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it.
Of course you didn't think you were gonna get married. You came across this rich NBA All-Star nigga though. Nah, I think yeah, they said if I'm not mistaken, they've been fucking with each other for like a minute, like since probably high school or something like that. Probably before bro even made it. Probably back in school, what you thought was you had you like a like cause Curry doesn't come off as like some street ghetto hood nigga or like, you know, out here thugging it. You know what I'm saying? He comes off as probably like he was probably a well spoken, probably kind of nerdy. He was focused on hooping. That's what he was doing. That was his main shit. You know what I'm saying? He hooping and like doing his schoolwork, doing that shit. He ain't really. So what you thought was you had you a cornball and you was just gonna do what you like wanted with him, and then probably you plan to dispose of him whenever it seemed you fit. You know what I'm saying? Instead, my nigga came up, went to the league, got a contract, and came up on your broke ass. How could you possibly leave now? Of course, of course you want children now. Of course you want marriage now. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be a Aisha Curry if he didn't make it. We all know that one nigga who could have made it but just didn't. They went with someone else. If they decided not to go with Steph, I can almost bet money today there would be no Aisha Curry. But that's just my take on it. Let's proceed.
And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
And it's fine to look back in retrospect and acknowledge hard moments where maybe you question your life path or your decisions, or maybe even your identity, but later she says this is something that still bothers her till this day.
But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like, did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And the thing to me is like she is a very successful person on her own merit. Like, don't get me wrong, being his wife likely opened most of these doors for her in these situations, but she also hit home runs.
Now mind you, there's nothing wrong with wanting something for yourself. There's completely nothing wrong with like wanting a career for yourself or wanting to like have your own identity. And nobody's saying you can't. As you see, she got her little talk show or something. No, it was a cooking show or something, like a cooking show. That's cool. Her problem is she wanted to be out there, city girl, hot girl summer. And let's take that out of the equation. You can see her whole complex, even back from that little shit that she said about, oh, girls want him, but I don't see any guys lusting over me. She wants to be the star of the show. She wants to be, bro. To Curry, it don't matter, bro. To men, I swear to God, that shit don't even matter to us, bro. He don't even give a fuck where he's at, where she's at on the list. All he know, he got money, he good. He doing what he's supposed to do. He taking care of his shit as the man. She is on like, she has some like weird ass complex going on in her head where she just has to be above bro for some reason. And a lot of women, they have this stupid ass complex, and it's stupid because they sit there and say men are so intimidated by a woman's money or a woman have her own. It's like, bro, you're goofy as fuck. Why would you ever think that? That's less money I have to spend on you. You know what I'm saying? That's better for me. More money in my pockets. If you think about it.
With her opportunities, having several very successful restaurants, she has also been highlighted time and time again on magazines and even having her own TV shows. I'm just saying, it's not like she's some silent woman in the corner only there to appease her husband.
Exactly. So you've done a pretty good job of having your own identity, but like I said, it's this complex of feeling like you have to be on top of him. She wants to feel like, oh, I want the same kind of recognition you're getting. Once again, if you were getting that, no problem with that. But why is that your mindset, though? I'm your wife. Why don't they know me? Why don't they recognize me? It's just crazy, bro. That shit crazy. It's crazy.
Yet she still comes off as insecure, but then again, she did say that she thought that she would be the breadwinner, despite also knowing that Curry was going to be a high draft pick, making massive waves in college when they met.
I didn't know that he was gonna end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like, I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
I don't know, I just don't really understand how someone can come off as so ungrateful after having such a fortunate hand dealt to them in life. Like, she has 1 million times the opportunity that other women have. I'm talking about nannies, endless therapy, countless money, and endless doors of opportunity being open to build an identity away from simply being a wife and mother, which it is very apparent to me that Steph has allowed her to explore. And yet she just comes out to crap on it every couple of years. I mean, to me, we all have a role to play in our life and our various relationships, and I don't know if she needed more dating experience or to get out the mud on her own. But to me, she really just comes off as if she had a full ride at Jada's school of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit. Out here taking backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear and no.
That's respect. There's nothing wrong with taking pictures of fans, period. But the fact that you decide among yourself, we're not even gonna do that.
No way am I saying that women need to, like, sit back and be silent and try and look good, or that they can't have an identity outside of their family or their husband. If anything, I think the exact opposite. I think that those things are very healthy. I'm just saying that it seems like every time she opens her mouth, it's always bad and embarrassing. Like, maybe she just needs to stop doing these interviews. I don't really know what the solution is. But yes, every time she goes viral, it's for something like this. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this situation, both men and women. Do you find it to be disrespectful? Do you think she's just, like, telling her story? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other embarrassing interviews out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Yeah, so I'm just grateful. I'm excited. Hoping I don't get in trouble for the things that I say.